All right. Jesse on Fire and Dubs are back to talk about the most breaking story in America, which is apparently Wes Watson's tried to punk some 5-year-old, and it's on video. I haven't watched it yet.
I have. I reacted to it. After this, I'll go ahead and put it on my channel, but you're going to get a kick out. To me, the funniest part is watching John Bravo's, like him giggling. It's funny.
Oh, we're definitely going to watch that.
Yeah,
So while people are hopping on, I'll tell you what I was what I was referencing about my crazy story from dog ownership was like this is about 11 years ago. My dog got attacked in my backyard. A pit bull got attacked by like a I don't know 6 point buck that was in my backyard. This is in California in Walnut Creek. Right now, we always had deer in the yard, but have you ever seen a deer fight?
No,
they are.
I saw a deer try to bone a guy one time. I don't know if you ever saw that video. That's a whole nother story though.
Yeah. Well, fuck, dude. I'll tell you right now, anybody who saw this deer fight, and then somebody who was even a little bit soft, if the deer wanted to bone, they'd probably be, I should just probably let this happen because he's going to kill me.
You need to find that clip. The dude is trying to run, and the deer's got a boner and is on him, knocks him down. He's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, he's they're in the rut, like, which is, when it's like this mating period, and that's when they attack. That's when he attacked the dog too. Anybody that knew anything about deer, they were like, oh, it's because it's in the rut. That's why. Because my dog used to chase those fuckers around and they would always run. It was like his favorite pastime. Yeah. Anytime he saw the deer, he would run after him and they would bolt, But then this one stood its ground. I literally watched the entire thing, and he just, all of a sudden, they were nose to nose. And, my dog's pit bull, but he was, 75 pounds. This fucking deer, bro, he got so fucked up by this deer. And, anyway, long story short, I had to smoke this deer in my front yard in suburbs, Bay Area. Like, and I'm telling you, if I did not hit this thing with, I hit him with a 12 gauge. I mean, I guess any gun would have worked, but like, if I did not shoot this deer, like if I had a fucking golf club and tattooed him as hard as I could straight in the noodle, I think he just turns around and kills me. Like, this deer was so vicious. I've told that story on the channel before. Gabrielle I'm so glad fucking Gabrielle was there, because people would just think that story's made up, dude. They're like, come on.
Thank you, Cameron. Yeah.
Yeah, but Gabrielle.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I came running around the corner with the 12 gauge, and Gabrielle was like, she had a paint can that she was going to throw at the deer. I was like, Gabby, get the fuck out of the way. And she turned around, and her eyes got like this big, and then she just bounced, and I lit him up. But yeah, dude, that's the only time I've ever shot a gun at a living thing where it was like, unplanned. You know what I mean? Where it's like, dude, my adrenaline didn't come down for probably 6-7 hours. Yeah, dog 60 stitches, but he survived. And that was the end of his
deer after that.
Hell no, that's what I was gonna say. His fucking fighting career was over, bro. He's like, it's like a fighter who gets like fraud checked, where all of a sudden, they think that they're unbeatable, but then someone whips their fucking ass.
You know what? This is actually a good segue into this Wes Watson thing.
Yeah. So look,
he didn't have his 4 buddies there. Oh,
that's the deer afterwards. There's my dog with all the drains in him.
Damn. Oh yeah, the antlers. The antlers got him.
Yeah. All right, so we got everybody on now. We can rock and roll. I'll get caught up with the super chats real quick. Cameron, thank you very much for the super chat. Keep up the great content. Peace, love from Canada. Thank you very much. Cuvo Rasa, this
you did
looks
it.
like that's one of your people, dude. That's one of your peeps, dude. So I recognize.
Just so you know, so just so you know, you see on his name, you see the paper clip next to his picture.
Yeah, that means it's there. That means you.
Yeah, it's the other destination. So this is Jesse's first time. He's allowing me to stream. I'm running with the big dog today. So he enabled it. So yeah, any of the ones you see with paper clips, they're on the other destination.
Oh, got it. Yeah, this is like one of those things where anytime that I interact, people are like, dude, you've been doing YouTube for a while. Like, do you know whatever? I can hear people always getting shocked. They're like, how does this motherfucker not know how to do that? It's like, like, I know how to do the bare minimum things that you need to be able to do. All right.
And
So
very successful.
Thank you. So we'll do John Bravo's video of the altercation. So you've seen this, obviously.
I reacted to this video today. I didn't know Jesse was going to call me. I was about to release it. I was working on the thumbnail. Jesse called. I said, let's do this. So after this video, after this live, I'm going to post my reaction to this.
Yeah. I said, so one person's opinion that I did get on this, that I'll just throw this out there. If you guys watch, I don't know if you guys watch Heavy Duty Country, right? Like, let me just double check that I'm saying the right. But like,
I know what you're talking about.
Heavy Duty Country, yeah. Like he's got a great channel, but he also did one on Wes Watson after the Heavy Duty Country, yeah, exactly. This dude. So he did one after that, after the gym fight, and he's like, Heavy Duty Country, this dude, and he did one on Wes, and like, it's so funny. It's like, so you are or you were a convict, so like, you know, you got rules over there. Heavy Duty Country used to rodeo. Like he used to be a rodeo guy. And so he said in his video, he's been in 10,000 fights, you know, wow. He's fucking rodeo guys, dude. And then I'm whatever I am, but like all of us see what the rules are exactly the same, you know, like, so anyway, I saw his video about it, but I sent the Wes Watson clip to him, and I told him I hadn't watched it. And he said, on this one, he's like, I actually don't have a problem with this one. The guy was provoking him, but
see, and that's why. Look, so I guess I'm gonna do the same video twice a day for you guys. I want to see what people have to say, what they think about it. I don't think Wes was right at all. I think the way he answered questions, he treated the well. You'll see. All
right, let's do it. Let's watch this thing.
2 weeks since the confrontation that pegged Watson, that piece of shit he had with the 7-foot monster in that gym in Miami, right? But just yesterday, he's involved with another one, but not in the gym, in the pharmacy. He was going in because we know what he likes to do with Chuck Basher and big titties. You know, he likes to get pegged. We know that, so he ran out of lube. He's going to get some lube from the pharmacy. And there was a kid outside. He saw him coming out in a Lamborghini.
He's going to get lube from the pharmacy. Yeah. Dude, John Bravo, he goes in so hard on Wes. If Wes ever sees John Bravo in person, he's going to catch a I don't think, like, he's like, fuck it, I'll go back to jail to get this guy.
He goes, I want to know what this guy does because I want to do things that he's doing, right? So the kid approaches him, and you know what happens? I'm going to show you right now what this piece of shit did. So I saw this clip this morning of our favorite asshole.
Oh, and everybody, so Dubs educated me on an incredibly important detail here, which is that this kid who does these videos is not holding up a phone or a camera. He has those like glasses that have a camera in them. So like Wes is not aware that that he's being filmed. And this is Dubs, I see people talking about Gunner. You can invite, dude. You can have Gunner on if he's up to join.
I tried calling him. I think he was recording.
Oh, okay. I have a hard stop in about 40 minutes because I got to go pick up my kids. But all right.
Wes Watson going into a pharmacy, right, and acting like a clown asshole to this kid who just wanted to find out how he made his money, how he got his Lamborghini, right? And I saw this clip. It was only a few seconds long, but before I say anything else, you know, I don't like making fun of people, right? It's not nice to do. But this guy's always claiming he's 6 foot tall, and I'm watching the video. I'm watching him walking in, and I'm wondering to myself, why does he look like a munchkin midget Willy Wonka bitch from the chocolate factory in this? You know, he always claims he's 6 foot tall. But anyway,
did he say he's 6 foot tall?
Yes, but this is the thing I didn't tell you about, but I told you, watch, you're going to see one thing John Bravo is stuck on, and you're going to see him giggling, and it's funny, man.
All right.
So he's acting like an asshole to the kid, right? So I said, I need to find out more information. I want to see this whole clip. I want to talk to this kid, find out the story. So I reached out to the kid. He sent me the full clip, and he told me the full story. But the first thing I want to do is I want to show you this, and then I'm going to explain the story behind it. So now I know you guys don't like it when I talk sometimes during the clip because it interrupts it. So the first time, to satisfy you pieces of shit, I'm just going to let the clip play for those of you who just want to come watch it.
Damn, if people get mad when someone stops the clips, then they must want to fucking tear their eyeballs out watching me do shit.
They complain about me doing it all the time.
Yeah.
And leave and not hear me speak. You could do that. But then after, I'm going to give my 2 cents and explain the story behind it. So first, let's watch this. I'm not going to say anything.
Look at that motherfucker right there. I need to get my money up like this guy. Shit. This guy look like he don't like to be fucked with, but let's fuck with him anyways. Excuse me, sir.
But Wes didn't hear
ask
that.
you how you doing that
Right.
shit.
I'm that motherfucker.
You look.
What the?
He's a douchebag.
The guy
I'm telling
said, the guy said, "Hey, how did you get that car?" And he said, "I have a Bugatti that's worth $6 million.
Yes.
And I get driven around in my Phantom. I'm that motherfucker."
But before that,
Hey,
he
to a
said,
stranger.
"Excuse me, sir. How'd you do that?" There was no disrespect whatsoever. And he comes out talking about a $6 million fucking car and another car. And like, I'm that motherfucker. And then watch what he said. The kid's excited. He doesn't know yet. Watch. It's just.
Bro, that answer is exactly the same as why when he got in the fight at the gym, he couldn't keep his fucking mouth shut about it. It's like, like, why are you trying to impress some fucking kid that, like, someone comes up, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" Like, who's going to be all, "Hey, that's not even my real car, dog. That's not, I got a $6 million car." You're like, who gives a shit what this little fucking kid thinks? He's already impressed, dude. Relax.
Yes.
Look like that motherfucker. Me too. I just started my shit 20 days ago. I already got 1 million views.
You ain't that dude.
I ain't that dude.
No.
You know how fast I could take you down? I don't look like that dude, but I am that dude.
Listen,
Let me
bro,
show you
listen,
something.
Bro, listen.
Check this out.
Bro, listen, bro. Go away.
Check this out.
Not to do fun.
Well, why you gotta be rude?
Because because
Look at John laughing.
I'm saying nice car. You gotta act like I'm nobody.
Look it.
Who are you?
Look it. Shut the fuck up right now. Wrong dude, bro.
I'm the wrong dude too, bro.
Wrong dude. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Tough Guy, calm down. I'm just
Have a
saying
good
nice
day.
car.
I'm gonna let
Yeah,
you-
you too, bro. Fuck.
Is that it? Is that the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then John Bravo starts laughing about how he's barely taller than the fucking shelf he's standing next to.
let's
Fucking asshole. Tough Guy in
Good job.
CBS.
All right, so you guys watched the clip of the asshole. Now I'm going to watch it again with you. I'm going to put my 2 cents. I'm going to explain and show you the whole backstory behind it.
So just tell me, what does John Bravo think is funny?
That he's
Just
not
that
6
he's
foot
short?
short. Like, he actually shows text. John contacted the kid through IG. They DM'd each other, and he's like, "No, that dude's like 5'9". But it was just funny because
I might be taller than Wes Watson. What's up, dude? Look at that. Just stacking dubs, dude. Stacking wins today. I'm 5'9.5", son.
yeah,
actually 5'10".
he said Wes is about 5'9". But John Bravo was just stuck on like he's a fucking liar. Even about his height, he has to lie.
Why would anyone? That's what I'm saying. Why? I never understand why people make up lies that are for sure going to be found out. You know, you ever have like a friend like that
Yes.
that's a compulsive liar, and they'll just tell
No.
some fuck. "Oh yeah, hey, but my car
hang
car
out.
got stolen. My car got stolen," and you're like, "Oh damn!" Then you go ask his brother because of course that's a crazy. And he's like, "His fucking car didn't get stolen. His lease was up," and you're like, "Who would make some shit like that up?" Fucking
Yeah.
weirdos.
Fuck.
I'm 6'4".
Yeah.
Like people
No,
aren't
but-
going to come out and be all, "No, you're not."
Yeah. And then, well, it's when I watched it, then I started looking at the people around Wes, and I was like, if Wes is 6 foot, everybody else must be taller than 6 foot. They're all taller than
him. Yeah. These motherfuckers always call me short. I don't know when this fucking happened, but all these, like, the guys that like fucking with me online, they were like, look at this picture. This guy did this thing where I was, okay, so like my business partner, a really good buddy of mine named Jeff, he's a Navy SEAL who works with Jake Paul on their like charity boxing thing, you know? Like, so there's a pic, they took a picture of me with Jeff, right? And then they looked up somehow, and then they looked up a picture of Jeff with Jake Paul, and they're like, see, Jake Paul's 6'1". Here's how tall Jeff is, which makes Jesse 5'5". I'm like, what the fuck? It's like,
tell everybody, I'm 5'7" and 3/4. You know, so I let it be known.
Bro, that's how you know. That's how you know someone is telling the truth, is when they throw in the and 3/4. Here's an honest truth. I am a fucking hair under 5'10". It's like if I just stand up real straight, 5'10", dude.
Yeah.
All day.
Hell yeah.
But
I can hit 5'8".
I can hit 5'8". Dude, so my thoughts on that interaction are just like, again, if someone rolled up on me and they were like, hey man, you know, hey, I've seen your YouTube channel, it's doing really well, and like, so you should just be like, thank you very much. In like the Wes Watson answer is like, hey bitch, you know I got fucking 3 times the number of subscribers on Instagram that I do on YouTube and TikTok and X, dude. I'm that motherfucker. You're like, dude, just take the goddamn compliment, guy.
That look, I told you already off camera. Wes is an ex-convict. I'm an ex-convict. Mm-hmm. When I engage with anybody in conversation, I want them to walk away thinking different than they did before we had that engagement, right? I want them to think like, hey, you know what? Maybe I misjudged some of these guys. Wes Watson is the reason why people are like, fuck that dirtbag jailbird. You know what I mean? Like, he's a piece of shit, man. You don't treat anybody like that. That kid was excited and wanted to know, how did you get that car? Mm-hmm. And he just came out of left field with all this bullshit that doesn't mean anything at the end of the day.
He dropped that he has a $6 million car to the kid. It's like, dude, if a person has even 1% kind of emotional intelligence, they go from, wow, this guy's really successful, I wonder what he does, and then they answer with the $6 million Bugatti, and they instantly go, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I remember one time we were in Cabo for spring break. This is probably 2002 or something. And Drew Bledsoe, the quarterback that Tom Brady ended up replacing, was there, and he was there on a bachelor party. And these girls that we were talking to, we were like, hey, you were talking to Bledsoe? And the girls all, yeah, the fucking second thing that he said to me is that he makes $16 million a year. He's a fucking douche. And I was like,
hello.
Wait, he told you that he makes $16 million a year? So second thing he said to me, I'm like, he's a fucking famous quarterback. Why would he need to tell them? It's like, dude, you've already won, guy. Like they know who
exactly.
She's like, I wasn't gonna fuck him, but then that 16 million. I'm like, no, now I will, because so dumb, dude.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I don't know, man. You know, it a lot of it goes back to, for me, the fakeness of Wes. Like, nothing he says, like, he always has to put a twist on it. Like we say, he has to put some salsa on it, and he ruins the whole thing. Mm-hmm. You know, I've said in a bunch of my videos that he had a story and could have been motivational had he told the truth. But because he lies about so much and exaggerates so much, it's why I have so much fun clowning him.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, my kind of the character trait that I see in people that is so obvious and just such a bad trait is exact. You know, like when you're like, I just see an insecure kid, Like I didn't really thought about that. I'm like, I don't know, like but that's 100% dead on. Cause like the desire to flex more on it's like that is fucking the most childish shit ever. That's the other thing too about like if someone gets a certain amount of notoriety, you know, I never understand why they feel the need to like get big ass jewelry or like go do whatever to like stand out. It's like, dude, your face is the flex. Like you are the person that they know. You don't like, you think that they're going to look and go, damn, again, I wasn't going to fuck LeBron James, but then I saw his fucking chain and it was like, damn, that guy's a big deal. It's like, dude, he's fucking LeBron James, man. Like you don't need to kick it up.
Have you seen the chains that Wes Watson wears now?
Yeah.
He's sometimes wearing 3 now. How many more? I hope he buys 10 more and wears all of them at once. It's going to be so much fun if he wears 13, 14 chains at a time. This fucking dude, man.
I guarantee all of them are 100% real, and he probably paid extra to get them from like some fucking rapper jeweler, you know. Where like to me, I've always said this is like if I was like a famous rapper, I would take so much pride in the fact that all my jewelry would be fake because everyone would assume that it's real because they know I have money. I'm talking like if I have fucking money and everybody knows. Yeah. Well, they all know I have money. Why would I spend $100K on a necklace when I could spend fucking 200 and everyone will assume it's worth $100K? It's like there's nothing inherently more valuable about fucking gold versus whatever. It's like if I'm trying to put out an image in my mind, I would be laughing all the time thinking about like this, you know, this Louis Vuitton's fake, this fucking chain is fake, but they assume it's real because they, you know, I'm Cardi B.
I think some of those guys do that though. The
smart ones.
Well, not only that, they know they can get jacked.
Oh,
you know, that's you know, you're wearing stuff like that, and a lot of those rappers are, I hate to say, but a lot of the rappers are too dumb to get out of their neighborhood. They think if they don't go back to their neighborhood, they don't have street credibility. Motherfucker, you got into music to get out of there. Yeah. Get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? But
when you so like when you were 22, right? I mean, I know you were already inside, but like if you hit big success, do you really think that you would have been able to kind of cut off that part of your life and just be like, okay, I'm going professional, or do you think you would have brought your gangsters with you?
22, I was an idiot. So like you said, I was in prison. Yeah, I would have had a circle with me.
For sure. And me, I mean, I didn't have a circle like that, but I would have definitely had the numbskulls that I did have. I would have actually sought out the most dangerous kind of reckless fucks that I knew. And then I would have made those guys my travel around companions just because I was a fucking retard. And in my own head, I'd be like, yeah, I got an ill ass crew. And then I would end up, you know, in trouble.
Did you just talk like one of the Three Stooges?
Probably.
You said numbskull? Who uses that? Fucking Jesse's old school.
I've been using that, dude. I've been using that for a while. I must have heard. I pick up things like that. Like someone funny must have called someone a numbskull, and I'm like,
Mo from fucking Three Stooges is the only person I have ever heard call somebody in real life fucking numbskull.
You know who it is? Dana White calls people numbskull. That's where I got it.
Oh, he does. That's right.
Dana called it. Yeah. I don't know how I just thought of that, but that is for sure where I got that. And it's like, it doesn't even matter how stupid a saying is. If Dana says it, it's just instantaneously usable because it's like, fucking Dana said it, dude.
Yeah, there it is there. Can't fight it.
He's the arbiter of what's fucking cool.
Nigga, somebody's awakened mind says, yes, he does. He does say that. Hey, Dana has that slap fucking fighting shit now, right?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? There's no way in hell I would ever fucking just line up and let somebody slap me.
No, yeah, it's stupid.
It seems like the first guy that gets slapped loses 9 out of 10 times.
So actually, if you actually watch them, it's like, because if you only see the clips, they obviously always show the knockouts. But if you actually watch one, people don't get knocked out as much as you know, as you think. But it doesn't change the fact that the sport is stand there with your fucking arms behind your back and let someone tattoo you and try to stay conscious. It's like
you see their faces sometimes.
Yeah, Yeah.
Oh my God.
And when they get starched with that thing where their body folds in half. You know, like that, like where like that shit. That is terrible for your brain. You know, like I am absolutely certain that if I'm doing slap fighting, I will starch a lot of people. And I am also certain I will get starched by other people. So it's like, what are we doing? Why? Like, do you know what I mean?
And not only that, I would think like there could be somebody like, you know, say that sport gets bigger, which it probably will with Dana, right? It gets bigger, and then somebody gets real extra personal in the you know, lead up to the fight. That, you know, fuck your wife, you know, they say some fucked up shit. And who's to say I'm not going to hit you with the heel of my palm on purpose and just take the foul?
Yeah, just take the DQ. Yeah, it's true.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what's dangerous about that damn thing.
Dude,
I see it and I'm like, there's no way.
The rule is that you can't lift your heel. Like, so you can't lift your heel.
Yes.
You have to hit like with the palm. So like you could still kind of, you know, just like you could do things to where even if you don't hit with the palm, it could still be a knockout shot. But I was actually just joking around, but I was in Vegas with a couple of guys on my team who were competing at ADCC and CJI last year. And so I was joking around on the heavy bag and I was doing, you know, like I was doing the slap fight. You know, it's actually fucking harder than you think to keep your foot down. Like, even though, you know, like don't lift your foot at all. Like, but because like, you know, you muscle memory, how you throw a hook or how you throw, you know what I mean? Like, it's like your whole body just does it on autopilot. And so, yeah, I mean, it's not like you do a full pivot to where but it does come up. Unless you're like really conscious, like you have to like just, you know what I mean?
Imagine, you know how they what number are you gonna go on? Imagine if you said 100, right? And you have that dude standing there for 100.
Yeah, on 100, dude. And you just make them sit there for fucking just spinning themselves up, dude. They're like, fuck, fuck, dude. It's like 7, 8, 9.
That would be fucking hilarious.
So funny, dude.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so on Wes's thing, dude, it's like I just don't understand the instinct to be a dick to people in general. Have you ever taken one of those personality tests? I'm sure you have, actually. Did you have to take like personality tests in the joint when you like? Do you do that? Does that have to do with parole? Anything like that?
Well, they so when you have a life sentence, you have to be evaluated by a psychologist. But I mean, I'm sure some of their questions, we don't know what each question is for, but some of their questions I'm sure have to do with that. But really, they're just trying to get like, here's a simple one. If you see a spider walking on the floor in your house, what do you do? What are you going to do to it?
It varies on the day and the spider. I mean,
No,
my instinct is to kill it. Yeah, it's to kill it.
That you are a threat to society. As a killer, as a convicted killer, the fact that you're not going to pick it up with a napkin and release him outside, you're a killer.
I mean, I've done that.
Say, no, but I'm saying
but your answer has to be, I will never end another life, even that of a fucking spider.
Exactly. Yeah. So they have specific questions. And during the question, the hearing, like they'll ask you, like sometimes they'll reach out and touch you. Like they'll be talking to you and be like, oh, I like your ears. Because they want to see if you're going to be like, well, what's wrong with you? That's a violent reaction.
Dude, the thing that you talked about on your channel where they would like sneeze a fucking muffin that they're eating in your face, coughing in your face. That's wild.
Yes.
That's a really good test right there. Like that is actually a really good test.
We all know what's coming. I didn't know that was coming, but they told me, look, when you go to your hearing, they're going to do something to trigger a reaction so they can say you're still violent. That dude took a bite of his muffin, asked me a question, took a bite of his muffin, started chewing it, like, and just all over me. And I just kept talking. I was like, thank you, sir.
You're like, hey, are you okay? Yeah, because like, I mean, yeah. But the reason why I asked about the personality test is because I was just watching Jordan Peterson and Michael Malice, and they were talking about evil, but in that conversation, Michael Malice was saying that he tests for 0 agreeability. So like one of the one of the categories is how agreeable is the person, which all it means is like, how important to you is it that like you're getting along or avoiding conflict with people who are kind of like in your general vicinity. And Michael Malice he's like, I have no agreeability. I think Wes, it must be extraordinarily low on agreeability to where like he's comfortable with just like some guy asked me a completely innocuous question and I have no problem turning it into some weird, awkward fucking conflict for absolutely no reason. Like I would never do that. I don't like having beef with people unless they like, they earn it.
Yeah. I truly, I mean, I think we all can agree. Wes is a narcissist, right? But I think he has something that happened in his life where he wasn't the guy he wanted to be. And he was able to create this character. And through this character, he became what he wanted to be. But it's because he's not around real tough guys that it's working, right? And but I mean, he has a lot of material things. I'll give him that. But I don't see him laughing. I don't see him smiling. Like, what? I mean, I don't see what's good in having material things, shiny things, but being miserable all your. I mean,
For sure.
Around him or around him for a reason. That's a miserable existence. That is worse than being incarcerated behind the walls. He's incarcerated in his own mind now. That's the worst place to be.
That's and it's exactly it. Like for me, but I don't know, that kind of stuff, flashy stuff was important to me at one time of my life. And then I had the bottom get completely ripped out from under my life where like, in like 2013 to 2016, I had been building a company that was doing like, it looked like really, really, really big things were going to happen. And then through like a sequence of events that were borderline impossible that all of them happened, I went from on paper multimillionaire to filing bankruptcy. And I mean, like straight up bankruptcy. Like I owe this, I way more debts because of the business than I had money. So I had to file bankruptcy. And then, there was this like 10-month period kind of after that where like, I had no idea what I was going to do. My wife, we're having our third fucking kid. My wife doesn't work. I have no idea how I'm going to make it. And it just took my ego and fucking burned it to a crisp. And it was like,
and that was a great thing, I bet.
Yes, 100%.
Looking back now, that was the greatest thing to happen for you.
It's the best thing that could have possibly happened. And because, you don't like when your ego dies like that, like where you really feel like there's not, and like for me, it's almost like, how like, what's it called? What do they call it? The cancer treatment that they do, not radiation, the other one, like chemo. So like, chemo like kills your whole system, like kills your entire me. It's like that is what was required for me, for my ego to go to die. I had to have every story that I could possibly tell myself that I was winning, like burned into ash to where there's no story I could tell myself. Every person that I know is beating me. I'm an abject fucking failure in business. I have no options, and it just killed the ego. It doesn't come back. That shit doesn't come back when it gets killed like that.
That's what prison was for me. That was my chemo, because, I've told people I killed someone behind ego. At the end of the day, it was ego. They started the whole thing, but I could have let them go. I could have let them get away, but my ego was like, nope. You made me pull this gun out. I have to use it. And I needed to go to, like, somebody asked me one time, I was at a bar and I was talking to somebody, and a guy on the other side of me who wasn't even in the conversation heard me say that I did 24 years in 2 weeks. And he looked at me and he goes, damn, you couldn't get out any earlier? And I said, nope, I did the exact number of days that I was supposed to do. I believe that. Because, and that's why, I mean, luckily for you, you didn't have to go to prison to have your ego killed. And we can live so much happier and more peaceful without the damn ego dictating how we react and how we treat people and shit. Wes, I think he's gone. He lost himself to his ego.
And he's like, his like, and his, you know, listen, like when you get to a certain point as a content creator with like a certain amount of notoriety, like that fame will, if you're someone who still has that whatever thing that Wes has, that shit, it is like a fucking blow, like it just pumps air into that stupid thing that you already have inside of you, you know, where people go, oh shit, Wes Watson, I love your stuff. Because the way he talks in public, you know, where he's like, hey, I'm that motherfucker, or like, hey, I'm Wes Watson, everyone knows who I am. It's like, bro, you're not that big a deal, you know, like you're like at all, like you have, you know, some success in content creation, and you figured out kind of like a clever way to extract money from a bunch of, you know, people who are trying to aspire. But like, dude, you're talking like you're fucking Diddy or something. Like, you know, it's like you're at that, like, I'm not that far off from Wes Watson, and in my mind, I'm fucking nobody. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, but you're way ahead of him. He put it like this. He just put out a video, 18,000 views, not one comment. Hold on a second, Jesse. I gotta take this call real quick.
Yeah. I'll entertain the people. Anyway, I saw someone in the comments say that white dude is kind of goofy. Hey, you don't come on my live stream and call me goofy, Holmes. I'm just kidding. But yeah, dude, like again, I can't get past the fact that the guy asked Wes about his car, and Wes, all that ain't even my fucking primary car, bro. Okay. I've got a $6 million Bugatti. Like, someone says that to me. If someone says I have a $6 million Bugatti, I'll tell you right now, what I think is, well, you better be worth $200 million. Because if you're not, you're a fucking retard. You know, like, I don't think that's a flex. Like, when I see people spend a shitload of money on dumb stuff that they're only doing it as some kind of weird flex, I just lose respect for them. I'm like, a $6 million car, huh? So like, are you, like, how'd you get your money? You know, it's like, oh, well, you know, I've been making $1 million a month for, you know, a fair amount of time selling systems or whatever. I'd be like, $1 million a month, and you bought a $6 million car? The fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? It's like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But some people, they can't save money, dude. I used to be like that. Well, I don't know. There's like a threshold of how much you make to where you'll find out if you're either type 1 or type 2. Type 1 being like, okay, now I can save money because I actually have, you know, much more money coming in than like what I'm used to spending. Or if you're type 2, where you're just going to spend anything that comes in. Like Conor McGregor, dude, gets a $60,000 bonus when he first came into the UFC, and he went and bought a fucking Range Rover. He was on welfare. He got one $60,000 bonus, and he bought a Range Rover with it. You're like, I mean, it worked out for him, obviously. But, yeah. Speaking of that, dude, Conor and the I don't know if you guys saw. Oh, you back? Oh, my bad. Are you? I couldn't tell if you were back.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see Logan and Jake Paul at the inauguration?
No, I saw something pop up on my feed though that that Conor was in a plane or something.
No, they were in a bus. They were in a bus together. And they were sitting right behind him. And like, you know, Logan and Conor's whatever, but Jake Paul has gone so hard at Conor over the last few years, and like, not like in a playful fucking hype of fight way. We're like, you know, Jake Paul's like, you're a fucking serial rapist, that kind of shit, you know. And then he's just sitting right there, you know, forced close quarters. It's the inauguration. It's not like they can get into it. And honestly, if you're Jake Paul or Conor McGregor, you don't fight for free, even if you really want to fight the guy. It's like, figure out a way to get paid. But yeah, there's a couple clips of them that are like, you know, them kind of like whatever. But the reason I asked about Logan and Jake is because, you know, Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn,
he's hilarious.
He's amazing.
He fell out of his chair. His chair broke.
Logan set it up to break like a prank. That's why
Oh.
Theo's so pissed. He's like, at the fucking inauguration, what the hell's wrong with you?
Mhm.
Which I agree with. Like,
I
what are you
wouldn't.
doing, dude?
Yeah. But I got a question since you brought it up. Do you think Conor McGregor could beat Jake Paul, either one of the Pauls, in a boxing match, straight up boxing?
I mean, he could, but it's a tough fight for him because
I
Conor's,
don't think he can.
I mean, he's going to have a tough time. But he's so much smaller than those guys.
Mhm.
Like Conor's legit like 5'8", 5'9", you know. I mean, he's built like, I mean, Conor's a fucking killer. I mean, an absolute killer. But in just pure boxing, his power doesn't translate the way like in MMA, because he knocks everyone out with precision, surgical precision, you know, like no one has ever been better at controlling distance straight forward and straight back than Conor, ever. Like if you're trying to fight Conor and you're going forward and straight back, he's going to knock you out. You have to circle. Like you have to circle. If you go straight forward, straight back.
But in boxing, you can't go straight back and straight forward.
I know, on the train tracks.
They, you know, and so that's why, to me, if it's MMA, Conor's going to crush either one of them. But when it's boxing, I don't think. I mean, I don't even think Conor should even entertain it unless he just wants the money, like a lot of these guys.
He could beat Logan. I don't think he can beat Jake though. I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, dude, Logan's big. Logan is a freak athlete. Now, I've had my issues with Logan and fucking he has me blocked everywhere, but that was all only over one fucking thing, which was him suing Dylan Dennis, and so I blitzed him for it. But outside of that, I don't have like an issue with the guy. But I can say this: he is a ridiculous athlete. He's a fucking insane athlete. He's obviously very successful, but boxing wise, and I only say that just to preface that I'm not like just hating on Logan. Logan has about as much power in his punches as fucking Wes Watson. Like he does for how like big he is, you know. I mean, dude, you box. Like, you know how like there are some guys that just, it's like power. It's almost like they always say you can't teach it, you know, and like there's big guys and they don't, but like they just have nothing behind their punches. And there are other guys that are little and it's like, bah, and they just, Logan's one of those guys where it looks like he should be a super powerful, devastating puncher, and he has pillow hands. Jake has thermonuclear power. Like Jake can knock anyone out. But so yeah, I think Conor could probably beat Logan, but I think I don't think Conor wants that fight.
Yeah, you know, people say he's fake and this and that. If you're just a regular guy that's been in some street fights and you try to fight Jake Paul in a ring with, boxing rules, he's gonna beat most guys coming off the street.
He's gonna beat every single guy coming off the street. Dude, Jake's good now. Yeah. Like Jake's actually legit good. He's good.
But it's not only that, it's people don't understand it's different when it's boxing rules. It's not street rules. It's completely different, man. And then even just getting hit in the shoulders, hitting the arms, you're having to lift the gloves up, they get heavy, you get tired. It's a completely different thing than fighting in the streets.
Totally. Yeah, it's like any combat sport at the end of the day is a destruction derby, except instead of like a car, your body is the destruction derby. And it's like, so yeah, you're covering up and you didn't get hit in the head, but like, especially like in MMA, if you blocked a fucking kick, like a head kick with that, and you took you in the forearm, I mean, like some guys have had their forearms broken, but it just softens them up. Yes. And those punches, like I feel like Canelo, I think it's Canelo has been talking about that a lot, how he intentionally throws those punches just straight into their arms, he's just softening them up throughout the entire thing. But I don't know. I mean, if Conor's talking about doing this boxing match with Logan Paul or with KSI, and I have no idea why he thinks he can do that, because he is 100% under exclusive contract with the UFC for 2 more fights. So unless Dana greenlit it, which is not impossible, if it really, because he was talking about that him and Logan were each going to make $250 million for some fight, and there was like the wealthiest family in India was going to be the ones financing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe UFC, because they like, you know, they'd have to pay the UFC $100 million in order to do it, but I don't know, you know. Jesse, you ever gonna collab with MMA Guru again? Oh, dude, I'll do it. I would stream with Guru on 5 minutes notice if he wanted to do it. Do you know who MMA Guru is? MMA Guru?
No, people ask me all the time. So I think they asked me like to ask, could you choke out the MMA Guru? It's always something they want you guys fighting. I'm like, I don't know who this guy is.
MMA Guru is fucking like 260 pounds. He's fucking huge.
Holy shit.
I know no one knew that. Like no one, everybody thought he was like this little fucking basement troll. And then he went and trained with some dudes and the pictures came out and they're like, holy shit, he's fucking huge. But Guru always says that jujitsu's not real. He's trolling.
Oh, he's one of them?
He's trolling.
I was gonna say,
he's trolling, dude. He's trolling. He's fucking hilarious. Like if I was drowning, Guru would throw me a cinder block, and I am totally aware of that. But but I like him. Oh, I would do the same. But I like him anyway. You know, like Guru came into the game to kill. Like he's like he came to kill, not make friends.
So he's a content creator.
Yeah. Excellent one. He's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
He's almost as good at being funny as I am. I'm just kidding. He's
there you go. You did the Wes Watson on him
right there. It's like, dude, hey, he made 6 jokes that were funny a video, and I did 9. So just saying.
Yeah.
No, he's super fucking clever though. He's fucking hilarious. I was just watching one of his videos this morning, and he's so funny. But yeah, so you know, I was telling you there was that guy who did those videos on me, and I was like, I don't want to get him, but I can't because he's too small. So I finally looked this dude up, and I looked at and I saw what he looks like on camera. I'm telling you, like if I do go at him, it is gonna be the funniest thing ever, because this dude, every single bit of this dude's entire persona is a direct carbon copy of MMA Guru. Like how he wears a beanie, he grows his fucking hair like him, he has his beanie or his beard cut like him. He's just a much less talented, much sorrier version of Guru, and he's doing it like on purpose, like a fucking weirdo stand.
Yeah. Yes.
It's gonna be really fun, dude.
Yeah, Gunner and I get those. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then like in our genre, they're always talking about fake stuff that they made up that happened in prison, right? And like I'm supposed to really be concerned out here, successful member of society. I'm supposed to be concerned about what you think about some shit in prison, right? I'm like, how is that supposed to affect me?
Yeah.
But social media is crazy, man.
I know.
It really is a trip.
Especially because
I mean,
go ahead.
No, I mean, you have to have some charisma. You have to have something that people are into. If your whole shtick is shitting on another person, there's so much negative in the world. Like, why is somebody gonna just say, you know what? I feel like we've been watching some more negativity. Right? Like, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I mean, people do click on that. Like, there's something. There is. I mean, people love the fucking hate drama if the person who's getting hated on deserves it, right? Like, it's like if someone does something fucked up, then and you kind of try to find people who do fucked up shit and then you shit on them, you know, like there's so many channels. That's their entire thing is like find someone who did something fucked up and then shit on them, you know. The Hawk Tua girl launched a meme coin and now she should be in prison for life. You know, it's like things like that, you know, that one in particular, I feel fucking bad for her, dude. Cause like the likelihood that fucking idiot knew anything about crypto or meme coins, she didn't know nothing. Nothing.
No, they say the Pauls are the ones that put her up to do all that. Logan and Jake,
really?
that they were a part of that with her. I guess they're the ones that gave her platform. They were like behind the scenes putting everything. I mean, where is she going to get the money to do? She had a nice little set and everything.
Yeah. Dude, that meme coin launch that she did was a thermonuclear bomb to her fucking career. It's like, it's unfortunate, dude, because she didn't really do, like, what does she know, dude? People come, like, crypto's one of those spaces where if you don't know it, well, you start talking to someone and they're kind of a subject expert and you just kind of have to completely default and be like, okay, what they're telling me is whatever. And it's like, there
Yeah.
are so many fucking charlatans in that industry. It's like 90% of, experts are like people that you would never want to launch a fucking meme coin with, because they'll just rug pull
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Poor thing. She's.
Hey,
I
look
think
at
she's.
look at Choke Dealer. Choke Dealer is one of my guys. And like, it's just me as Wesley. I'm shorter than 6 foot.
You see, I'm telling you, Johnny Bravo. He was giggling just watching. Like, if you watch it later on your own time and you see him like standing next to the makeup thing, you see John Bravo just start laughing, and he's like, he can't even see over the way he talks to. He can't even see over it.
Dude, John Bravo goes so fucking hard on Wes. And it's funny because when Penguins, Charlie Penguin Zero was talking about it, he was laughing about how he loves how John Bravo gets down on Wes. That's high praise, bro. Fucking Moist Critical, that dude, Penguins, is the fucking YouTube god. Like, that guy.
He doesn't waste. He doesn't think about the titles. He doesn't do thumbnails, and he fucking kills everybody on YouTube.
Everybody. He's like, he does like
amazing.
3 to 4 million views a day. A day.
Yes.
A
That
day.
is ridiculous money.
He's doing like, it's probably about 25 grand a day, ballpark.
I mean, his RPM, I guarantee you, is at least 15. At least. Does he have sponsors?
CPM or RPM, you mean?
RPM. I think, the CPM is going to be doubled pretty much the RPM, right?
Dude, if 15 would be psychotically high. Either way,
mine used to be 15.
I have some videos that were 15, but they're outliers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with. What's that?
It's January. It's right now.
That's what it is, huh?
It's January, but I'm saying I think his is minimum 15, just because the advertisers know how many people are going to put their eyes on their product. Yeah,
but the advertisers, they don't pay the CPM and RPM. That's not based on how many eyeballs are going to see it, because that's why it's per thousand. That's like, this is what they pay per thousand. They only pay based on how many people see it. And the thing that's most valuable to them is how targeted the demographic is on your channel. So like, if you're, so if I'm covering this and my demo is like 96% male, 75% in the United States, and then like, that's what makes it really valuable.
Yes.
And Penguins, I wonder, but all I know is that he's really fucking clever. He's really funny. I think I disagree with him on a lot of stuff politically, because he did this debate where he was defending fucking kids taking puberty blockers and stuff. But I like him enough that I'll even let that slide, even though that is the most ludicrous fucking thing ever.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Okay, real quick. The super chats that I missed. Friday is going to be my day. Thank you very much, good sir. Vado Josh, thank you, sir. I'm so hard. The board is scared not to parole. Oh, so hard. The board is scared not to parole me.
That's one of my guys right there too.
Yeah.
Him and do.
Nikki James, a very happy hello and olale from Adelaide, Australia.
Shout out to Australia. How you doing?
Look at Southern California culture making it all the way to Australia.
That's right. And it's crazy because it's dying in Southern California. But
really?
it's oh man, yeah, the people they talk, it's the hip hop culture has taken over a lot of Southern California period. But it's a trip because that culture, the Cholo culture, is really, really big in Japan, Vietnam, the Philippines. Yes, they love it. But they love it because of the family aspect.
Gabrielle fucking loves, like, Mexican families are her absolute favorite for that exact reason. Like, because when we go to Mexico or we hang out with our friends here that are Mexican, it's like they will pick up our kids and immediately carry them around, act like they're their kids. Like Gabrielle's, I mean, I just like everybody, but Gabrielle specifically loves her some Mexican people, dude. Loves them.
Right.
But yeah, dude, it's a great culture. But I gotta jump because I gotta go pick up my fucking kids.
I was just gonna remind you.
Speaking of family, I have to go get my children. But let's do this again. Shit,
Whenever.
We could do another one later today, dude. I have more shit to talk about. What do you got
Okay,
going on?
let me let Gunner know too.
Yeah.
Gunner and I, it's Friday. We usually have some beers on a Friday, but you'll go before that. So
yeah, I
right now,
pick them up, and then I have 2 hours, and then I gotta take one of them to volleyball. So
okay.
I'll have an hour or so to stream.
Just hit me up. I'm gonna hit up Gunner, see what he's doing.
Okay, cool. All right, man. I'll hit you up in a bit.
Thanks.
All right, later,
Thank you,
everybody.
Jesse. All right, you guys.